Rasta, and today I will be diving deep into one of the most popular full stack development stacks, the MERN stack. If you are a developer or someone curious about building scalable dynamic web application, this episode is for you. We'll cover everything from the MERN stack, what MERN is, its components, how it works, and best practices for using it in real life projects. Let's get started. So let us start with basics. The MERN stack is acronym for MongoDB, Express.js, React, and Node.js. It is a full stack JavaScript solution, meaning you can build both the front end and back end using the same language JavaScript. This consistency is one of the key advances of the MERN stack. Here's what each component does. MongoDB is the database which stores data in JSON-like documents. Express.js is a backend framework for handling APIs and server-side logic. React is a front-end library for building user interfaces, while Node.js is the runtime that executes JavaScript on the server. The MERN stack is popular for building scalable dynamic web applications. Now, why should we choose MERN? The MERN stack offers several advantages. The first one is the single language. You just need to understand or learn JavaScript. Since JavaScript is used throughout the stack, developers don't need to learn multiple programming languages. It is open source. There is no cost involved in downloading and installing its components. All components of the stacks are open source, which means a wealth of community resources and supports are also available. There is scalability. You can create a small application as well as large application using MERN stack, whether you are building small websites or a large scale application. The MERN stack can handle it. Active community. It has an active community, large developer community that ensures frequent updates, plugins, and solutions to common problems. Now, let us discuss each component. So first you need to install Node.js and npm. Then you need to install MongoDB locally or use MongoDB Atlas, that is the cloud-based client. Then you can create a React application using the tool npx. So npx creates a app, then name of your application. Then initialize your Node.js project npm init-5. I will discuss the code example also in the next videos. Then MongoDB is the NoSQL database that stores data in BSON or binary JSON format. So you have to start first install a MongoDB and start the server. One example is given. You can create an instance of Mongoose where it should be there as the library. Then you can connect with the port 27017. So this is the example that we will cover in deep later. And then we can use Mongoose to define schemas and models. You can create the schema. For example, you can create a user schema with the field's name, email, and password, and then you can create the model. Express.js is a flexible Node.js framework for building APIs. Here, first you will just need to install using npm, then create an instance of Express. Then we can use other features and get the data from the API, and it will run in the port 5000. Then you can define the rules for CRUD operations. Then React is a front-end library. It enables building dynamic and interactive user interfaces. uh, it is a component based architecture, and it is very simple to create component. Just create the JavaScript function and with the name app, and just return some HTML. That will be a very simple React component. Because your web is stateless, so and HTTP protocol is also stateless, so you need to have something that will take care of the states. So React has various libraries and functionality that will manage the user state, and there is certain hooks and or predefined functions and components available like use state and use effect that will maintain the state in the React. You can integrate front end and back end. Back end is created with Node.js and database, and front end you can create with React and the Axios or Fetch API can communicate between front end and back end. MongoDB Atlas, it is a cloud-based database service you can use. Then for authentication, you can use Java Web Tokens. Then there are certain tools for API testing like Postman, and the logging and debugging also requires for the test debugging purpose. And we have the libraries like Morgan and Winston in it. You can deploy the MERN stack applications. Front end can be deployed using the Netlify or Vercel, while the back end can be deployed using Heroku or AWS. And database we can access using the MongoDB Atlas. There are various real world use cases for the MERN stack. That is the e-commerce platform. We can create the e-commerce websites. Then social media applications we can create. We can create post, comments and likes. Then messaging systems with WebSockets we can create. So there are many use cases, and you can create any kind of website with MERN stack. There are certain challenges with MERN stack. First, managing the state in large applications, API performance, because it makes your application slow. Then securing the authentication and authorization. That these are the challenges that can be handled. So you need to follow the modern architecture for scalability, modular architecture, then use environment variables for sensitive data, and testing should be done regularly. So we can summarize that the MERN stack offers a complete solution for modern web development. It combines MongoDB, Express.js, React and Node.js for dynamic applications, and you need to follow the best practices to build a scalable and maintainable applications.